Because you had made a joke that was facts in the group the other day where you said CHH is clean hip hop, because it's easy to fall into that. I mean, I almost feel like when I write a verse, I'll ask myself, am I adding this line about God in here so that I can say, oh, but I have a line about God in here? Or is it because this is really who I am? And part of that is I don't let myself get too far away from 2017 me, who there was not one part of me that was like, I'm going to write a Christian project. I didn't even realize my project was Christian until my grandmother, who only listens to Christian music, heard my project. I was just kind of nervous that she was going to hear me rapping for the first time. And she responded to my mom, who then told me that, grandma was like, oh, your Christian album is really good. And I was like, did I make a Christian album? And I went and listened to it. I was like, every song on here mentions God at some point and talks about I promise I didn't even notice that I was doing that. But it's because, like I said, I rap what I know. I rap what comes from my heart. And that's what it is. So I want to make sure that I don't just become a guy who's, I'm a Christian, as much of a joke as it is. I'm a Christian who raps instead of a Christian artist.
Yeah, and I get it, for some people, and I don't knock it, you know what I'm saying? Like I guess for me, like you said, you write or talk about what you know. And the music that I make, or like the type of music that I make, I guess could be classified as gospel rap as opposed to Christian hip hop, you know what I mean? But that's just me. That's just who I am. That's that's all I've known. I don't really have a testimony where like I was in the streets, so if I try to make a song like about that, it would be weird. Or like if I ever tried to make a song where, I'm like trying to flex, but not really flexing, it would be weird because that's not even how I talk. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, I get it.
Yeah. Like it would be weird. I'd be capping to myself like, man, you don't need to talk like that in real life. Like,
gotta put on a different voice.
Yeah.
Let me put on my street voice.
So I only produce, or I only make what's like germane to me. This is who I am, and yeah, so
I like it. I respect it. Trust me. I feel like in part it really is kind of nuanced, because we had talked about this in the group as well. Like, I love hip hop culture. Obviously, there's parts of hip hop culture that don't align with Christian culture, but something like the braggadocio of rap is super fun to me. But for me, I know that I don't really feel like I'm really not prideful about a lot of things. The only thing I think I've ever gotten close to that is, one, when I used to be a really good drummer back in high school, and I don't even do that anymore. And two, when I realized I was good at winning like these rap contests. And once I got to a level where I was like, I felt like, oh, I deserve to win that, or I'm better than this person. It's like, okay, that doesn't even look good on you. Like, you need to relax. But if I'm saying in a bar or in a rap, like, oh, I'm better than all y'all. Like, for me, I know in my heart that I don't think I'm better than anybody. But something is fun about kind of playing the rap braggadocio kind of character. Yeah. But I definitely see how that could get mixed up with, if you genuinely believe like I'm better than all of you and I'm rapping about it, then it's like, it's definitely confusing.
Right. Yeah. It's like playful, like when No Big Deal said the all you rappers my sons, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got it. He was joking, and that's his personality, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you really like listen to No Big Deal, or even look at him on social media, like, he's a jokester, so he didn't really mean it. And I was mad that he actually had to apologize about that. I'm like, what? Like,
that was well, and it honestly was an interesting situation. It was kind of like a teachable moment, because it's like, I wouldn't even say No Big Deal has to be like, oh, you can't say that in raps anymore, but it's kind of like, know that not everybody perceives and I've had plenty of moments like that. Like, sometimes, especially if people don't know you, they're just taking what you say at face value. They don't know the context, they don't know the background. They're just like, you said this, it affects me in this way, so I might respond to you, and then how you deal with that is the ball's in your court. But just in general, Christian rap can sometimes feel like an oxymoron. I think our whole goal is for it to not be an oxymoron. Like, they can coexist. It's just part of hip hop culture, especially nowadays. You gotta kind of know that it doesn't you can't take every part of hip hop and try to make it Christian because it doesn't really line up. You can still have Christian hip hop. So
yeah, for sure.
It's definitely our challenge, but we all signed up for it. So
Right.
we literally signed our names in a book that said Christian hip hop. So till I die. And in pen too, so we can't erase it.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. So when I was younger, I would say like, you know how we all go through this identity crisis type thing when we're younger.
That's good.
Like, yeah, kind of like you don't want to be like
Friends, indie friends.
Oh, okay.
So
do wonders like AI anomalies.
I know that, right? Saga, who was
rap on the same beats. You're definitely more lyrical. So like you're not.
I actually knew a guy in Miami that he was going to the same.
And I tweeted like last week that someday I'm gonna have a song with him. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen.